And then you ever heard how people who confess to cheating is the biggest form of a narcissist? And the reason being because they're trying to give themselves closure without deserving it. Because think about it. For those who be like, oh, I swear to God, I'm never going to cheat. I'm never going to screw behind his back again. If that's the case, you don't need to tell him. You don't need to tell him because all you're going to do is disturb his peace. And I'm not saying to be quiet, but at the same time, a lot of people do that shit to give themselves closure. If you think about it, what would be the reasoning if you know in your mind and in your heart you're never going to do this shit again? Why would you tell them?
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Because you feel guilty and you feel like opening up to this person is what's going to give you your closure, but you're actually double tapping that person. You're fucking them up because you already cheated. Then you're throwing it in their face to give yourself peace of mind. Mm-hmm. That's a true narcissist. Straight up. Like the older I get, you know that song by The Weeknd that he redid? I don't wanna know.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
I didn't understand till I got older. Cause I was like, yo, if you creeping on me, I wanna know that shit. I'm like, nah, I don't wanna know. That's between you and God. Mm-hmm. I don't wanna catch nothing, but I cannot ignore the fact like, yo, if you creep behind my back, great, you're liberated. You're also single now. Yeah. You should've just shut the fuck up. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I don't wanna know.
No?
No.
At all?
At all.
So if your partner
don't disturb my peace.
Told you, yo, I cheated on you, I'm never gonna do it again. How, like, what do you think? How would you handle that?
Break up.
You have to break up.
Go play Call of Duty after.
Okay. You?
Damn, that's rough. If my partner cheated on me, I would like to know because I don't want to be stuck in a relationship where he doesn't respect me enough to either be honest with me or just not cheat. Like I deserve better, so I don't want to put myself in that situation.
Deathism Rock says, "What up, boy?"
Yeah, the first comment though is hilarious.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been staring at it the whole time.
Read it, bro. What are y'all doing? Read it.
Literally just
that says pussy.
Yells pussy. With it's so much pressure behind that.
This was in reference to what you were saying earlier today.
Yes, it is an aggressively written.
Well, I want to say this, right? So you say you don't want to know, and I mean, you said you want to know. I feel like women are different on that because I feel like most men wouldn't want to know. Like, mind you, why provoke or throw a rock at the beehive? Like, if you're gonna do it, you're gonna do it. But if you know in your heart you're not gonna do it again. That's between you and God. Why break that person?
Yep.
Now, mind you, you shouldn't be cheating, period. I don't condone it. I understand it, but I don't condone it.
You've done
I don't know. I just don't want to.
I never cheated.
I don't want to be
put.
I don't want to be put in a position where, like, you know, let's say my man cheats. He's like, oh my God, I'll never do it again, like to himself, and he does good for a while, and then all of a sudden, like you said before, truth comes to light one way or another, and I end up finding out through the grapevine. What happens?
Well,
shit hits the fan.
It's gonna hit the fan, but at least
and then I look like a fool.
But at least then, if say you confront them, right? I think it would heal a little bit better in the sense of like the response is like, oh, I didn't tell you because I'm never gonna do it again, and that's something I felt terrible about, and I didn't want to break you. You know what I'm saying? I know that this was wrong. I acknowledge it. But now because it was brought to light, that would be his reasoning. Would you actually appreciate that?
Yeah,
or would you still be...
Would it make you feel good?
Yeah, would it comfort the blow?
Just by knowing that by them telling you that it would never do it again.
I would appreciate the honesty. I don't know what I would feel in that situation, to be honest. Like what I would do, what I would decide. I hope, I never get to think that.
But would you guys agree that's what narcissists do? Really? Like the whole apology?
To say the old, I'll never do it again.
Because it's like, yo, you know how many times, like, and I think it really sucks about relationships about that you have certain individuals who prey on you like that. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know if there's a direct correlation between the two. Like, narcissists that, like, I don't believe that every person that says, I'll never do it again is a narcissist.
No, it's a breathing ground for
No, yeah, it's like the ones that say it and then go back and then they cheat again. And then they go back and they're like,
they're not being harmful.
That's my last
it's like the type of dude
it's
or
the
type of girl who breaks up with you so they can go to the club They go to the club, do their nah, I mean you're her, and then come back like, I want to be with you again. But in their mind, they didn't cheat because you guys were separated. You get what I'm saying? Like, some people actually believe that shit.
Yeah, no.
Like, I think it's like, would you consider this cheating?
Yes.
If your partner and you break up and they get somebody on the rebound ASAP? Ooh, would you consider that cheating?
Are
still?
we broken up?
You're broken up.
Like, we're officially broken
over.
up.
But
like, they are no longer my girlfriend.
Yes, you're
we
no longer.
Don't claim each other anymore.
You don't claim each other.
I don't care.
Technically
no,
speaking,
but what I'm saying is, you say you don't care, but what the question is about it is
it considered?
Say
cheating?
you've been with this person for years. You get what I'm saying? It's over. Okay. And not on no bad term shit. It's just over. But
you're on a break.
You see that they rebound quick. What would that do to you? Well, the average person, at least in my opinion, I feel like it's like, how long was this person there?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's why I say, is it considered cheating? To me, I would consider it cheating because if you're able to rebound that quick.
Who hurt him?
You know what I'm saying?
I don't know.
Life.
People.
Bro,
life.
End of the day, women.
Men and women. It's not just women.
But like, for instance, like, all right, so like, look, my girl, we broke up. She went and she fucked somebody like 3 days later, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And let's say that person, they knew that person for a while. I would understand because you'd rather fuck someone you know than someone you don't. And at the same time, it's like a lot of people try
from a girl's perspective, I understand. Like, okay.
See?
I understand what he's trying to say.
Okay.
Perfect.
That doesn't mean it's any less fucked up.
It's super fucked up.
Because you're freshly broken up with someone, and at least in his situation, like they break up, his girl fucks a guy 3 days later.
Rebounds.
She knew him because, it's better to fuck someone you know than someone you don't.
But that's the but to me, it's like
still very fucked up because like.
I can't call it cheating. I just feel like it's deception at its finest.
It's not, but it would be some form of deception because it's like, okay, this person can go your entire lives together, not cheating. But then the second like shit hits the fan, you guys are officially broken up and aren't deciding to get back together anytime soon. Immediately goes and finds someone else, and it's like, I know technically speaking, it wouldn't be considered cheating, but it's still fucked up. Like,
so,
wow.
Being that you're a woman,
that's
right?
crazy.
Because a lot of times we see when breakups happen, it's very easy for a woman to fucking rebound quicker than a guy is. Let's be 100. You know what I'm saying? What do you think? Why do you think it's women are so quick to rebound and men will be by themselves for like a year before even entertaining that? Why do you think there's such a significant difference between the two?
So, in the scenario where a man, after a breakup, chooses to be
we're talking
isolate.
Like a real heart breakup. Like we're talking years in the making. They broke up. Hold on. Alia says, to be fair, she had the other homie in her mind while with him. Let it sink in. Rebound.
That could be it, yeah.
I agree. Like that's
could be
that's
good
fucked
reason.
up.
And if you're gonna break up, bro, she already clocked out a while ago, so obviously she's already thinking about other people. Yeah, she clocked out mentally. Yeah, that's why you can't be like, oh no, my God.
No, you can't.
And that's why she blocked out mentally.
Because if I feel like if you're there, like, oh, how could she do?
You're clueless.
Still, I think I personally would appreciate it. Because it lets you know what type of person you were really dealing with. And now you can go back and realize the shit that you should have really stuck on and paid attention to your gut feeling. It gives you an opportunity to go back, reclass, identify, and make sure you don't bring that into your next relationship. It's beautiful to see true colors, even though it could be painful, but it's essential for your growth. You know what I'm saying? Because, mind you, if you were your man's, God forbid you and your man's break up, and this nigga got a shorty, the shorty that he said don't worry about is there.
Got me fucked up.
Like,
I'm raging.
But my thing is,
I'm going to his place and burning all his things.
Why? Oh shit! You bust the windows out of his car. But the thing is,
I don't give a fuck. I'm turning toxic. You are not gonna tell me. You're not gonna say sweet things to me one day, and then another day cheat on me, and then as soon as I don't mean cheat. I'm sorry. I take it back. I mean like as soon as you break up,
but you
get
see
with
how
someone
you
else.
would consider it cheating because it's like. I get it. It sounds crazy.
Because we were in each other's hearts, even though verbally we both said
it was real for me. It may not have been real for you, but it was real for me. And I think that's where like breakups could really get nasty because essentially even though you can have a clean breakup.
Period. Clock out mentally is a crazy excuse. Like, how are you gonna waste someone's time?
That's right, ladies.
Period.
Facts. I don't like that shit. Because when people say like they clock out mentally,
tell me.
A lot of women say it. You know what I'm saying? A lot. I hear more women say that than men. It's like, yo, it's a partnership, right? You want to build with your partner. You want to basically build with them.
Right.
So when I see that goes down, it's always going to be associated to cheating. Because it's like, damn, at least have enough respect for the relationship to give it time. You know what I'm saying? You were quick to fucking, like, it would make the other person on the other side feel worthless. You know what I'm saying? That whole saying, those who care the most in a relationship hold the least power. The one who doesn't give a fuck holds the most power. And I think, like, so to go back to the question, why do you think men, most cases and not, are slow to pick up sticks and women are aggressively quick to pick up sticks?
I think, because women clock out, I feel like...
Hold on. Elias goes, heart's been broke so many times, I don't know what to believe. Mama said it's my fault. It's my fault. Wear my heart on my sleeves. Yeah.
No, but like you mentioned in the comments, some women... They clock out mentally. I mean, I feel like some men do, but in the case that you're explaining, women clock out of the relationship, and then once it's officially over, like, okay, it's not considered cheating anymore. They're just like.
But
time to have fun.
The argument is.
But
right?
men, it's more of like it just hit him in the face. They didn't have time to actually process what's going on, and then they spend however much time they need to grieve and process.
But I think. If a woman clocks out mentally, if you're aware in your relationship, you should know that happens, right? So if you're caught off guard, it means you have no idea what's going on in your relationship. You're oblivious to what's going on. So yeah, you can spend time like, oh my God, what happened? Where did it all go wrong? But like, just go back months. You didn't do this. You didn't do this.
Yeah, there's always going to be a paper trail of history.
Yeah.
So I will say this, right? I think what's crazy is I feel like the reason why women are quick to bounce back and get into a relationship ultra quick or entertain somebody quick. And this is not to give them a pass or anything, but women love really on the guidance of survival. Right? Men love on the presence of support and foundation. And the reason why I say that, you find women, ideally, a woman looks for some characteristics of a man of protection, support, growth. You get what I'm saying? So because of that, I feel like women let the clock, that mental clock in their head, go against them from time to time. You know what I'm saying? It's like, well, I'm not getting any younger. I would need to, get my shit together. I need to find somebody who's down to have kids. And you know what I'm saying? Like, the pressure's on. Versus the guy is like, damn, bro, I really gave this my all. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just going to fall back a little bit because I want something real. I just don't want to get in the mix and entertain shit. And I'm not saying women entertain shit. It's just that dynamic, because that invisible clock that's in each other's heads, it makes you move and operate different. Because naturally, a woman wants to basically have somebody who could provide, a person who could basically upscale their, characters and whatnot. So if women love you based on survival instincts versus your mother loves you for your own survivor instincts, you get what I'm saying? So meaning, like, my mom, the shit she feeds me is so I can survive. The shit that my partner feeds me is for us to survive if it's correct. But if it's toxic, it's like, so I can survive. I need to get the cream of the crop so I make sure I'm straight. Mm-hmm. And that's what happens with a lot of these toxic relationships because, and I can't put it only on women because men do the same shit. They get with a partner because of what that person's able to do. Now, how do you dissect that? Like, is there a way to fix that? Do you think there's a way to fix it?
Of course.
Dima.
I'm going to say this very clearly. Hold on. So everyone
let me light a candle.
Here we go. Right, dim the lights.
Dimelo.
So what you want to do to avoid this situation, one, I'm going to give you a list of steps so there's no way you could get lost, right?
Step by step, guys.
Right.
Step by step. Get your notebook out.
Step one. You're going to get to know the person that you like. You're going to get to know them. It might take you a year, 2, 5. Depends on how often you hang out.
A tree, a flare.
Could take you a while, right? But get to know that person. 2, slowly move into dating. What's the rush? Now you've spent time together. You know that you like them, right? Now you've made this movement. This only applies if after all the time you spent together, you're like, damn, this person, I want to spend more time with them, right? So you're at that point. We're going the positive, right? You're at that point. Slowly get into dating and do some fun things and make it about them and enjoy yourself. 3, make sure that when it comes to marriage, you both have an understanding that now you're gonna spend time together, but
same page.
You're both gonna grow, and you might be different in 5 years and 10.
Well, that's one thing guaranteed. You're gonna change.
So make sure that person is somebody who's gonna understand that and change with you and adapt and 4, when those shitty situations come and stuff, communicate, speak, go, hey, this made me feel like shit. Hey, you didn't do this, which would not bother me, but only because I told you 700 fucking times. You just communicate, speak on the moment of. Don't let things linger forever until the day that you finally just had enough and you're like, I cut you off mentally. I'm done.
But what you're saying is correct. But I would say this.
Be happy after that.
I will say this. I agree with you on that. But also, guys, one of the most important things that you have to think of is your delivery.
Your delivery
has to be on point, because in these cases, it's not life and death situation. No. When it's a life and death situation, you can't get mad at the fucking delivery. You need to pay attention to the message. But when you're basically at a calm level, your delivery is what's going to be sustainable for your relationship. So if you botch up the delivery, there's going to be voids created in that instance. You get what I'm saying?